is Plastic Adventures.
Hey everybody, I am Steve. I'm joined by Doug, and this is the Plastic Adventures toy community. What we're gonna call a plastic bits mill today, because it's been a little bit of a slow past couple of weeks. We're just gonna combine cool stuff that we found and also a few little interesting tidbits of news that mattered to us. Um, I was kind of racking my brain. It's been a little light. We've had a lot of really good reveals and interesting stuff over the last like month or so, but there were a few like hidden gems in there, like news wise. So,
I think so.
you, yeah, you want to lead us off on this one, Doug? What
Yeah,
what piqued
sure.
your interest out there in the in the internets?
Well, okay, so this last weekend, to give everybody a time frame for whenever this video shows up on the internet, is was May 4th, right? This big holiday for all of us Star Wars nerds.
Hmm.
So Hasbro did a couple of reveals on May 4th, but because we're old toy fans, the one that really piqued my interest was the continuing of the retro series and the Kenner style action figures for episode 2 and episode 3. I don't know if you saw those figures.
Yeah, I did see this, and I thought, is that the best they can do? They got to scrape six figures out of two movies, but
Well,
there's just there's something about the Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith and the Attack of the Clones. It doesn't hold that same weight as getting retro figures based on the original trilogy that we grew up with. But they're
yeah,
good figures. I mean, I if I was gonna buy one, I'd probably get the Padme figure. I really like that particular one. Um,
she does
but then
look
you
pretty
can,
cool.
yeah, you've got an Anakin who has like the very poorly sculpted blue lightsaber separate, which it's cool. I love them for this. Like it
Yeah, I mean,
works.
I get what they're doing. I see what they're trying to do. And they're trying to pad out that Kenner line. What I think is interesting is that they're not giving us any more of the original Kenner line figures or characters that were in those original three that didn't have an action figure, right? Like the rest of the Moffs from A New Hope,
Oh,
or
right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they would have to call that like the corporate CEO pack. It would just be a bunch of boring old white guys as action figures in the least interesting poses possible.
Well, and then there were some other like rebel leaders that we didn't get. It would be pretty cool to finally have a real Bothan in an Kenner style action figure. So I mean, I just and there's some that they haven't re-released yet from the original line, right? Like we still don't have X-wing Luke, we don't have
Oh
Death
gosh,
Star
there's tons.
droid, right?
We
Like
don't have Bespin Han Solo.
I know Bespin Han Solo, Bespin Leia. We don't have like the other thing that like I feel like they've missed the mark. They've hit the mark on everything else, but they completely missed it. Is they're not giving us the last 17. It's the ones that everybody wants, right? We got all these collectors, and they're like, all these people are hoarding the last 17. Give us the last 17. Give us redo those. You gave us Yak Face, which was really nice. Thank you very much, Hasbro, but it's not the first one that I would have started with.
Oh no, actually, I mean the only worse choice than Yak Face would have been the Imperial Dignitary.
Yeah, I know. So it's I feel like they've got a great idea, and people are still going to buy these no matter what, right? Everybody loves the Kenner style. So I mean, I'm not going to buy them. I'm not going to buy the prequel ones. I'm not really too excited about them. Um, we did get some of the Mandalorians, and I bought the Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan Darth Vader.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I kind of cherry picked Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian
Hmm.
and Obi-Wan. I've got maybe like four figures out of those series of like 24 that
Yeah,
came out or whatever.
but
Um,
I don't know. I don't really consider them like part of the original Kenner wave like I do these other ones, right?
yeah, I feel the same way about it. You know, like for me, it all the nostalgias with the original trilogy.
Exactly.
I will say that my Target has like an abundance of those Phantom Menace 6 packs,
Oh, really?
and I'm already I'm stacked out. Like I can't fit any more retros on my display that I show. But gosh darn it, if that thing goes down to like half price, then
Well, I mean,
I
yeah. I
would
mean, if
love
they show up on the clearance aisle, I mean, you're gonna have to buy them. But I mean, I'm not.
yeah, a Qui-Gon retro would be awesome. Like my
And so would
favorite
a
character.
Obi-Wan retro, right?
Yeah, that'd be okay. But yeah, I might be able to get myself to do it. But it was really interesting. This pack covered 2 movies instead of just one for
Instead of
each.
just
And I'm
one.
sure we're gonna get some Acolyte figures for that series that's coming too. But they need to get back down to business, man. There's still
They
some great
do.
ones,
They
good stuff
absolutely
we
do.
haven't
I,
gotten.
I mean, and there's so many other figures that I think other people would want from the other three movies that I feel if they give us one of these, they have to give us one from the original trilogy, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah,
we're doing this. Now we're going to go back to the original trilogy. Okay, now we're going to do one off from this. Now we're going to go back to the original trilogy. Like, that's the ones that people are really looking for, I think.
yeah. And you know what really surprises me? There have been no retro Millennium Falcon or X-Wing or TIE fighters.
Yeah, no,
Those
seriously,
were
yeah.
reused. Those like the tooling exists out there. I mean, we got it in 1995 and we got it in some later releases. So,
Well, I swear,
uh,
I think for every release of Star Wars, there's been a Millennium Falcon and an X-wing and a Tie Fighter. Like, and they're all
yeah,
based off those old molds. It doesn't make sense not to give us one in the original packaging.
yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, even if they put that fake scratchy stuff on the outside of the
Mhm.
package to make it look worn, I mean, they're just begging to sell that Millennium Falcon for like 129.99 now, which is like you'd get it. They don't even have to like create the assets to the tooling to make it. It's
No,
just like,
it's out there. It's out there.
you know, they could fleece us for like the 7th time on that Millennium Falcon.
Well, they're not going to get me because I'm
Yeah, 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 yeah.
not. They can keep it. All right.
So
Um,
yeah, Star Wars retros. What else you got there?
Star Wars retros are pretty cool. So the other thing that piqued my interest from Hasbro is the Missing Link series. So recently we got
Yeah.
Optimus Prime and we got Megatron. Or no, we didn't get Megatron. We got Optimus Prime, Missing Link. Um, and I was thinking Megatron Robosen, sorry, but that's completely
No,
different.
no. There. Remember, we got those leaked pictures from like a
Oh, that's
billion.
but I haven't seen anything official about
Yeah,
that.
but nothing since then. But yeah, like out of the blue come these pictures of the minifigures. Cliff
Yeah.
Jump, Bumblebee.
Yeah, Cliffjumper and Bumblebee. So the really cool thing about those is, well, one, we'll take apart Bumblebee. So they're using the original head mold, which is really cool. They're not using that re-released Bumblebee head mold from the last time they released him.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would
Do you?
include a Bumblebee face for it. Yeah, I
Or
like
maybe
the
give us the
minifigure.
option to swap them out. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like just a little plate that pops off and you can put Bumblebee's little like Viking cherub face on the toy instead of
I
the
actually really like his original head style. It's not. I know it's not like the cartoon. It's not like the animated style, but I do like his old head on the original one. But either way, though, that's what we're getting. But the cool thing about it is now he has knee articulation,
yeah.
he has elbow articulation, shoulder articulation, and they both come with a weapon.
Yeah, and they have wrist articulation.
Oh, do
So
they?
their hands originally were like
Just
you know,
strapped
like
in place.
yeah, they were like kind of in a downward grip, right? Like this. And you
Yep.
had the wheel on the outside of the hand, but now it looks like they turn and the wheel will
And the
go on
wheels
the
on the
inside.
outside.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. The Missing Link Convoy is terrific. Or Optimus Prime. Um, it would stun me if that doesn't see some sort of like domestic release somewhere, like as a Walmart thing.
Oh, I
Or
hope so.
I mean, it's terrific. So I can only imagine that the quality is going to be on par with that, which would mean incredibly thick, like robust plastic and just great paint
Well,
apps.
when they did the re-release, which I'm amazed that they didn't give us Cliff Jumper in the re-release. I mean, they gave us what? They gave us Swerve, they gave us Tailgate, they gave us all these other ones, Outback, but we didn't get like the original colors of them. We didn't get Brawn, we didn't get Gears, we didn't get, or did we? Or at least that I saw. I didn't see those. I only saw
Uh,
the.
we we did get, I think we did get Gears, but we were lacking Huffer.
Mhm.
We didn't get him, and we didn't get Cliff Jumper, so it was really it left you feeling kind of empty. I don't remember if we got Braun or not because honestly, I bought some very high quality Chinese knockoffs on several because I was doing this display, so I have a nice Cliff Jumper and a nice Huffer, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I just I liked the alternate colors, but not as much as I would have liked to have the original ones. So to get Cliff Jumper and a Bumblebee, and I'm hoping that they're going to release them on a bubble card, and we're not going to get them in like a commemorative box or something.
you know what? They're gonna ship in the original Japanese packaging, which is a little box
Oh, is
with
it?
styrofoam around it. Yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah,
a big
that's what
fan
we're
of
gonna get.
styrofoam, so I might
Me
I might
too.
be happy with that.
Me too. When I got Missing Link Optimus, I one of the first things I did is I like slid that out, and you can feel the tension of the cardboard on
Yeah.
the styrofoam, and oh man,
Ah,
you smell like 19.
smell the ozone destroying plastics.
Any of those robot toys that got imported, man, oh man,
Yep.
that all the knockoff Diatron or whatever that stuff was called, that
I,
it all came packed in foam. It just had
it
such a
did.
distinct smell.
And I'm 100% on board with all of it. I am not about saving the environment when it comes to toy robots.
Well, these are collector's pieces, so like it's not going to go into the garbage can supposedly while we're alive. So
Supposedly. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, like we keel over and our wives just bulldoze our toy rooms, but
they're waiting.
I'm sure it's going to feel so good too. They're going to feel so good about it. So okay, yeah, yeah. That was really kind of cool. They come with like little pistols and
Hmm.
as the bazooka.
Well, Cliff Jumper comes with his shoulder like mount one that he had in that one episode where it's like he's a sharpshooter trying to shoot Mirage, was it? I think it was Mirage, right?
Oh no, it was Megatron. It was from
Oh,
North.
was it?
I think it was the second episode, and he's like, "I got Megatron in my viewfinder." Totally blows it.
That was
Viewfinder needs.
Casey Kasem, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Work on that.
I know. I've just watched it recently, like last week. So
Okay. Well,
it
anyway, he
wasn't
comes
like my
with that
superior.
version. He comes with that version of a weapon. And it looks like
Yes.
Bumblebee comes with like just a little pistol. So
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Did you happen to see the Hot Wheels Optimus Prime?
I did. That was going to be my next one I brought up. I actually think
Oh,
that's kind of a cool idea.
yeah. So like my feelings on it is they should have made Transformers in Hot Wheels scale. Like it's indetectable as a Transformer next to a Hot Wheels, and
Hmm.
then check that out, it's Bumblebee, it's Optimus Prime, or who Sideswipe. No, they're just Hot Wheels.
They're
But
just Hot Wheels, but they're decorated like
it
Transformers, which
he
I
comes
actually
in a
kind of think is
trailer,
pretty cool.
and it's G1, and I'm like poo-pooing it, and I know absolutely for a fact that the first time I see it, I'll buy it.
Yep.
As if I don't have enough Optimus Primes anyways. I got that little I think Jada put out some die cast in a bigger scale, and I got one of those Optimus Primes that don't transform. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna get it. It looks good enough. Good
Did
enough.
you get the chunky Optimus Prime that transforms, the not RoboSen Optimus Prime?
No, no, I did not do that. It's quite enough. You can have like Boximus Prime. I get it. Like you ask for RoboSyn for Christmas, and your parents get you that one because it's the cheaper option. It was like getting
Big barrel chested Optimus Prime with little arms.
Road Ranger for your birthday instead of Optimus Prime, and you're like, but that's a GoBot, and they're like, it's the truck. It looks fine to me. I'm just a parent. I don't know the
It's a
difference.
transforming GoBot. Go play with it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I never bought that. I want to say there's still a few of them haunting my Target, but they've never went on clearance or anything. So,
I think I saw one on the shelves the other day, and I still just walked right by it.
yeah. Just poor timing on their part. I mean, of course, it costs like 7% of the RoboSyn
Oh,
Prime.
I know.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I'm not gonna buy it. Let's see. Anything else? What you got?
Yeah, well, the last thing that I thought was really kind of, I'm going to use the word cute for it. I, like I collect Hulk Hogan. I don't do
Hmm.
all of them, but I collect some. But I did see a wrestling figure that really kind of like piqued my interest that was revealed. I think it was over the course of the weekend.
Okay.
And they've finally done a variant figure of John Cena that's completely translucent for the clothes.
The whole, it's like all clear.
Yeah, yeah, the figure he's cast in clear plastic.
That's awesome.
Uh, it's gonna be a variation, like you got the normal version as if you don't have enough John Cena and jorts figures, but I just thought it was really, really cool. You see these memes and pictures on the internet, and they've digitally erased him, and it's just his clothes there, and because you can't see him. And
Oh, this is just, are they going to market it as like you can kind of see John Cena? Is this the kind of saw?
well, it's as
He's
good as
almost
it gets
there.
because I don't think that they can con parents into buying like fabric jorts and a shirt and pay $14.99 for it.
I don't know. Have you seen the ones where it's like the force is just a bubble on the card? I would probably buy that.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay, that's kind of clever. I've seen one that was like just somebody customized a pair of like Starscream's ashen feet, and it was Coronation Starscream from Transformers the movie.
uh,
Mostly
exclusive
accurate.
bad comedy Starscream.
Yeah, yeah. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
I just thought it was really fun. It's about time. I don't know what the ratio is going to be. Like they've
Yeah.
been doing a few things where they'll have two different Jake the Snake Roberts in different tights, and one of them will be the chase version. So I can't say that if I ran across it in the store, I wouldn't be tempted. But
It would be one of those figures that I would buy not because he's John Cena, but because he's clear plastic.
yeah, I know
And I
how you
might want to
feel.
do
Like,
something with that down the line, something else, right? Like I wouldn't buy it because it's John Cena, but because it is clear plastic, that calls to me for some reason.
yeah, your Crystar is like the great example of what you can do with translucent plastic.
Yeah.
Uh, this John Cena is just an excuse not to have any paint applications.
Yeah. Well, fortunately for John Cena, it works for his gimmick. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You really can't see him. So yeah, excuse me, that covers about everything interesting that I saw. I mean, there's always action figure news, but nothing. I'll
right.
tell you what, I did see one that really disappointed me, and I might have mentioned it last time, and it's the 40th anniversary Voltron that they're putting out. It's from Playmates, and it's nothing but their lions from the last Voltron series. That
Right.
yeah, like
So it's nothing special. It's nothing spectacular.
no, I won't get it. I got plenty of Voltrons, but I think that's getting closer to distribution. So
Mm.
it had kind of popped up in my feed again, and I was equally not going to buy it this time too.
Yeah, the ones I'm trying to complete are the pullback, the old pullback series.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Remember
yeah.
those? So
Yep.
I'm trying to complete that, and because you got me that super awesome Black Lion, with what's this year where it has the what's that?
I forgot my Keith figure in there, and I sent it to you.
Yeah.
It's
Did
okay, I
you want
bought
it
another
back?
one. No,
Are
no,
you
I bought
sure?
another one.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to pull him out of there because I replaced my Black Lion, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Well, I gave it to Doug. I don't care.
Well,
Found another.
that's funny. But yeah, so whatever series, I forget what set that's called. I know it has a certain name.
Panache Place.
Panache Place, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm looking to try to complete those, but those things are mm, yeah,
You know,
I see that they come in varying display worthy kind of toys. So like you'll have some that won't have the clear cockpit cover, or you'll have some with like a half a cockpit cover, or they'll be completely discolored. Some won't come with the tails. The silver will be all rushed off. So it's like they come in varying degrees of
yeah, like uh, I've seen a surprising amount of those pop up on the marketplace up here,
hmm,
and you can get a panache with the cockpit covers, a complete one, probably about $120, somewhere
yeah,
in that name. Well, not complete with accessories. So if you want the blazing sword and stuff, any of that just like drives the price way up.
right.
complete enough for display with the cockpit covers. And then you're probably out like another 60, $70 for the pilots to go in there because they're
Well,
not terribly cheap.
I need some type of Voltron because I don't have a full Voltron on my shelf. He's like one of the things that I'm really missing for a display, and I want it to be one of those two. So,
Yeah, Panache is
they've got to
ugly.
be a good. They've got to be a good version, or else I'm not going to be happy with it. I'm going to look at it and be like, I want a better one.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
got to be
hey,
good.
might have some opportunities this weekend. You never know.
That's true. So speaking of that, we can do for finish out our news. This weekend, if you're in the Western Washington area, Idaho type of neighborhood, in Spokane, we're having the toy show, right? What's it? What
Yeah,
the Inland Northwest
Inland
Spokane Toy Show?
Northwest twice a year. This weekend, I want to say it's Saturday the 11th. Early birds in at 9 a.m. with a $10 entrance fee. Otherwise, it's $5 to come after I've already gotten the cool stuff. So, actually, you know what? Don't come early. None
Yeah,
of
be
you
there at
come
10.
early.
We were wrong. It starts at 10.
I'll hold the fort down for you. Trust me. But it never fails to impress.
No,
I
I
bought
always walk away
something-
from there with something golden. I am super excited to be going to that this weekend. I'm going to be trying out my old tricks. So see if I can work some deals. But it's always a fun day because Steve and I we make a whole day out of it, and it's just a blast. I always look forward to it.
yeah. So we'll kind of report on that as it goes.
Yep.
Now, how much time we got left? I think it's going to be a little bit lightweight sharing time in this plastic
We got
bits.
we got about 10 minutes left. We can probably
Okay.
do it. You want to go
So
first?
yeah, I'll show you the one thing I got. It's not even really toy, but I'm so desperate to get this character. I have a couple of figures of him, but he's really tough to like. There's never been anything officially even released in the United States. This is the
Oh,
closest that we ever got to a
oh,
Terry
that's
Bogard figure. This is an amiibo
yeah, it is.
from Smash Brothers. Yeah. And it's incredibly detailed. It's hard to come across on the camera, but really good textures and paint apps on this figure. He's stationary. He's like, 3 3/4 inches tall, something like
I
that.
can't remember if Alex had that one or not, but that's pretty cool. I like amiibos.
Right. Yeah. So, God, we just can't win when it comes to Terry. Like I bought this, I bought one from D Arts, which
Hmm.
is like a 5 inch scale. I got a 12 inch scale one when the whole Capcom versus SNK thing was happening, and they like canceled their 6 inch scale Terry. The line didn't do good enough, so they killed it after like 2 waves. Um, and there's another one from Storm Collectibles that they're reissuing that I'm just paying an arm and a leg to get. But come on, dude, Terry's my favorite like character from the era of Street Fighter and Fatal Fury and King of the Fighters.
Seriously.
When this first came out, it was not uncommon that this was a 70, 80, $100 eBay thing because there's a big market for these amiibos,
Hmm.
and distribution was not terrific on the figure. They released limited numbers. So I happened into a GameStop the other day and he was the only one sitting on the shelf. So
That
I
was a
still
lucky
paid
find.
I paid $15 for this 4 inch toy that doesn't do anything, but
I know.
paid a lot more for more disappointing things in my life. So I guess
That's very true.
at least I get a Terry to put on the shelf with the other ones. And
No, he looks pretty cool.
yeah, really good figure there. So the end.
That's it for Steve?
That's it, dude.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to blow
My
you
my
away with this
latest
one then.
latest eBay purchases were all shirts for work.
Oh.
I've lost a little bit of weight, so my big shirts don't fit anymore, and I refuse to pay like $60 for these Van Heusen shirts that I have to wear. So
Well,
I cruise around and do like $10 best offers for them on eBay. Not cool, not interesting or cool at all.
all right. Well, I think I've got you beat. Got 10 minutes to go, so I can do it in that. Okay, first thing to show. Logan found me one of these.
Hey, all right, yeah, they're trickling back out there.
Yeah, pretty excited to have him. Now I just need to grab the ones I really want now after this one are Bebop and the Foot Soldier. Like, but I
Right.
think Foot Soldier is probably going to be a hard one to get.
Yeah, they come in, it ebbs and flows, but I don't think we're done seeing them on the shelves yet. So I'll keep my eyeballs peeled. And they've come. There's been enough of them come and go too that I mean, we might find them this weekend for
Ah, true.
10,
We might.
15 bucks. Yeah.
All right, so my Walmart that is notoriously always got crap or the same crap for the last 7 months. Like, why do I even go to Walmart anymore to check?
We're looking at you, Pasco
That's
Walmart.
right. Well, apparently they did a complete reset when I wasn't looking. And so they brought in all new stuff. And so I was able to finally find Airborne.
Great. Yeah, Airborne. He's probably the best of that wave that came out. Airborne
Absolutely.
Quick Pick's really good, but I saw that on the shelf the other day and was like, damn, that is one awesome looking classified figure.
It really is. And my light is like in there, but I mean,
Yeah,
he comes with
it's just so good, man. Like it just continues this trend where
Mhm.
there's like there's been some weird paint apps, but there hasn't been like a bad classified figure yet of
No,
anybody.
and even ones that we do like call bad, like Lieutenant Falcon with the blue lips. Even then, that's not
Ah,
like,
see, yeah, see, yeah, yeah, yeah.
but even then, that's not a horrible figure. He was still a really good figure. So I have yet to really see a dud in the classified line.
Yeah, there really hasn't been. CoverGirl's weird paint apps that people didn't like, but I
But
mean,
still a
like
great figure.
minor gripe. It's all of them are awesome, even the ones of the stupid characters
I
like
know.
Viper. Yeah,
So to continue that, so
right.
they did release a couple of figures early on, and they've gone back and they've course corrected as we've talked about, and I was able to find Scarlet.
Oh yeah, yeah. She is so good, man. Like
Yeah, I
I
don't know
see
if you can see
figures,
that or not, but man,
I see stuff like this, and it just makes me want to go down that rabbit hole. Like that Scarlet is so good. The original one's good too. That started the line, but man,
oh yeah,
this they're just it's not just a repainted first Scarlet. It's like top to bottom,
nope.
like hyper 1982
Well,
Scarlet.
so this gives me a lot of hope that they're going to finish out the original 13 GI Joes, because there are still some that we haven't seen, and we're already getting other figures like Quick Kick, and we're getting things like that, and it's like we need to continue the green shirt line because that's what everybody wants to complete, right? We want to complete that original 13 green shirt GI Joe run.
Well,
And so
and
hopefully we'll
considering
see things like Short Fuse and Grand Slam and a green shirt Hawk. All
yeah,
that would be really cool.
they reused parts
Hmm.
so much in those. I mean, it's a no brainer. Like the tooling is there.
I agree.
If they just do one per wave and hit it like another 5 or 6 waves down the line and get us wrapped, that'd be nice.
It would be really cool. It'd just be nice to be able to. I mean, because I have a couple of different versions of the entire run of the 13 Joes, right? You got the original run. I've got the comic book run. I've got a couple of them, so it'd be nice to have these 6-inch ones and be able to set up an awesome display of all these different versions of the 13 GI Joes. I actually
Yeah,
kind of dig that. So
13 through the years. Yeah,
yeah. All right. So to close this one out, I've got something really cool, and I'm super excited
great.
to show this one to you. Are you ready? I splurged a little bit on this one, Steve.
Okay, let's see this. What do you
All
got
right.
there?
See if you know what this is.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that is awesome. Where'd you get that at?
The Evil Bay. I had to get
Oh,
it.
eBay? Okay.
Yeah. I had to. So
Now, when you say you had to, I'm assuming it was because it was the most ridiculous price.
it was a really good price. I don't want to tell you because you'll cry. But I did get it for a really good price. And the stickers, it has all the stickers,
Uh-huh.
but they came like right off. They were so dry.
Oh yeah, 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 they do
So
that.
I took them off. I cleaned the whole thing top to bottom, got rid of all the nerd dust, put it back together, and then got adhesive for the back of the stickers. So all the stickers are also still original.
Yeah, I guess people have been using those just basic glue sticks
Yeah,
to
and
put back
it
on.
works like a charm, man.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's got everything in it. It even the weird hologram thing in the front.
Oh, that's what that is, huh?
Yeah, so that's what it's supposed to be. And the side dropping here, for Darth Vader's meditation chamber.
Yeah, yeah.
So there is supposed to be a little light in here, but it's corroded. So that's the only thing that doesn't work on it is the light. But it's got everything else.
And those figures are all out of your collection that are on there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're all on there.
Like they didn't come with it. You had
Oh,
to.
no. These are all these are all my collection now on display. It's the only reason why I wanted them so I could display the bounty hunters.
Yes, I was gonna say like you're reenacting that classic scene where they're talking about all of these really tough, badass bounty hunters, and they all look really stupid except for Boba Fett.
Yeah. So yeah, that was
Awesome, dude.
that was my
What a
big,
great.
really cool find.
Yeah, like now nothing for me is gonna beat the Death Star that you got. You know the with the trash compactor, and you got that such nice and shiny and complete. But man, that's a terrific playset.
It's a great playset and it looks really good. I mean, I'm trying to round out my Kenner collection. So there's a couple more that I'm looking for. But I've proven to myself that if I'm patient, and I look long enough and I look hard enough, I will find the deal and I will find somebody willing to sell it for the price I'm willing to pay for it. So, and when I see you this weekend, Steve, I'll tell you what I paid for it, and then I'll give you a Kleenex so you can wipe your tears.
Okay, I should pack my brown pants. Is that what you're saying?
But it was a great find when I was super happy to get it. So
Awesome, dude. And you know, I've appreciated that stuff so much more. Like as a kid, you think Death Star and you want this big like round play set that you could never handle. Or you think Star Destroyer and you want the big Star Destroyer, but it made so much more sense from a play function
mhm.
that these guys have an environment to play in, not
Yep.
necessarily like the vehicle. How's a kid gonna pack around like a 3 foot long Star Destroyer? I mean, that would have been ridiculous.
So the commercial, I mean, it's got a little handle. You got to fly it around like the Millennium Falcon. No, it just sits on your table and you pretend it's the bridge of a Star Destroyer and you move on.
Yeah, and Darth Vader hooks up with his middle management and they assign tasks to the bounty hunters. Yeah.
That's right.
It's very cool. I really like that. I've got like over the years, I've just grown really, really fond of these just like the environments, you know, like
Mhm.
the things with the cardboard in the background, and then you just get like the escape pod.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean,
That's so
Kenner
that
was they were really like doing everything they could to get product out on the shelf.
Yeah, I think one of my next ones I'm going to try to see if I can find is that one is the Land of the Jawas playset with the Sandcrawler and things like that. So we'll see what I can come up with. But that was my big one. That was the one I was super excited to
But
show you.
hey, that's bigger than what I got. But this weekend's coming, and
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking this weekend, folks, so our next one, hopefully we'll be able to do some more videos like we did last time, show off our loot. So look forward to a pretty exciting plastic bits coming up soon.
if we don't catch you at the Inland Northwest, we'll see you in the toy aisle.
See you in the toy aisle.